Hi.
Hi, good
Hi.
evening.
How are you? Good evening.
I'm good.
So, what's are you looking very pretty in pink, must say?
Thank you.
So, what's up with the pink color today? Pink, peach.
I want more and more people to hear us out.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Hi, Nilshri.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi,
Nisi. Good
everyone.
evening. I think
Good evening.
we have to wait for Megha.
Mhm.
Yes, yes.
I'll try to pull her in.
Hi, Debolina. Hi, Vinisha.
Thank you so much, Debulina.
Thank you, Debol.
I think I've invited Megha, but still, could you please check if Megha is able to join?
I'm here, but can't join, is what she said.
Megha, could you please send me a request? I'll try to accept if that works.
Mhm.
Because I did try to send an invite to her. Now it's disabled for me. I've invited her again. Hi, Megha. Good
Hi.
evening.
Hi, Guneet.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
I'm doing good.
All lovely ladies looking so beautiful in pink.
Pink.
All shades of pink. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think we can begin with some of the hours. So good evening, everyone, and we are thrilled to have you in this live, and you're going to be a set to our listeners, and we just can't wait to see all that you have accomplished. I, Abrekha Jain, is thrilled to welcome you today and look forward to talk about some of your amazing work here of you all being incredible authors. But before we go ahead, a small introduction about the book, Hear Me Out, The Untold Musing. We, as humans, continuously dive and dwell in emotions and deal with known and unknown feelings in our everyday life. And when it comes to handling those, sometimes we succeed and sometimes we fail. So many a times you might have felt an urge to express, to hold a helping hand, to make yourself heard. These are the moments when we are clueless about how to react to a particular situation, how to get over some tragedy or trauma, and how to make peace with things that bother us all around. And in these situations, it is absolutely fine when you speak up and seek help. Hear Me Out is an attempt from the makers of the best-selling anthology Stamped, Sealed but Unsent to bring out these stories and experiences right from your heart. It is an attempt to make yourself heard. Hear Me Out will not be just a book, it will be a friend forever, a friend that you have been longing for. With a collection of life changing experiences narrated through stories with twists and turns, a collection of life changing experiences, you may find yourself in some of these experiences. You will not just read them, you will feel the magic. These are not just stories. These could probably be your story. You'll be able to relate them. And yet, these are just not scribbles on piece of paper, but strong enough to shatter the stereotypes of this society. 10 authors with powerful stories have come up with this incredible book, Hear Me Out, The Untold Music. I request my listeners to grab one copy for sure. I have a privilege today to have few of the incredible authors with me in this show today, and let me quickly introduce them one by one. So first we have Nilshri Damani Yelulkar, an engineer, a wife, a mother, and a proud self-published author and founder of AuthorPod, a normal homemaker trying to add an extra to her ordinary life. Welcome, Nilashri. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you for such a warm welcome, Adrika, and it's an honor to be here. And thank you for such a lovely introduction as well.
Absolutely. And with us, we are privileged to have Guneet. Guneet is a writer by day and a mentor by evening. She writes thoughtful poems and mind-numbing proses. She often writes short and microfiction that challenges stereotypes and screens of the abnormal. She channelizes her expertise to teach children the nuances of creative writing and theatre. Her venture Precious Pen is a voice of all her creative work. She also contributes to India's leading children newspaper, News Shuttle, as a part of the editorial team. It's great to have you, Guneet, also this evening on the show. Congratulations for the book.
Thank you so much, Abrika, for such lovely words, and I'm really delighted, really thrilled to be here.
Absolutely, our pleasure completely. And with us, we have very special guest, Megha Jitendra, also on the show, Megha Jitendra Kumar. She believes that life is full of hope and she is a go-getter. She started writing at an early age of 13, where she penned down some diaries and has also written some stories for children, suspense story, and an ebook. She's mother of 2 adorable kids, and when she's not writing, she's an artist because she'll be painting, reading, making mandala arts, etc. So Megha, at an age of 13, if I recall, I must be playing with my toys and dolls. So it's great to know that you started so early. Absolutely inspiring, and that is what exactly shows in the book. I've read some excerpts of the book, and I could relate, and how beautifully they've been written and compiled, and really touches. And as rightly said, somewhere you feel that you have been through that grind. So it really touches the heart, and for all the listeners, it is a must read. All of you should, and especially women like us who have to do so much multitasking, and in spite of being educated, there are I think it is essential for each one of us to go through the book and to understand that, and understand the power of resilience, agility. So great work, and great to have you all. And I'm sure all our listeners are very, very excited to learn more about you. So jumping onto the next segment, our question and answer segment, I would just ask to begin with Nilashri, that who was your inspiration for writing this book and why?
So the inspiration basically was there had been an incident in my life where I felt the need of an ear that could hear me out, and that was the time I felt there would be many who would be needing ears to hear them. And at the similar time, this inspiration, basically the concept of this book, is very much similar to another Marathi book which has been written by a certified psychologist, I would say, and that's a Marathi book. But we have specifically, concentrated on women and stigmas that they face. So yes, it is different from that book, but I would say somewhere the inspiration more or less is coming from that book only.
Absolutely. And I think it's a great read. As I said, each one of us can relate. And, in any mood we are, I think we can pick up this book, whether, we want to feel relaxed or we're feeling low or we are happy. It's definitely an extremely good and useful read. So great work there. My question to Guneet, who is the brain behind this beautiful cover. If anyone of you have this book handy, can we flash it on the screen? So just want to...
I have a little... Does anyone have?
So
we haven't received our copies yet.
I have a little
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So no problem. Just tell us about the book title, and yeah, beautiful. And to our listeners, that's why we chose to wear pink, because of this beautiful cover.
So this is the cover right there in the hand of cover designer. So hear me out. Okay. So this might appear to you as a mirror image. I'll just tell you the story behind it. So after, each and every element has been very thoughtfully put over here. So if you can see the M, what does it look like to you? Abrika, tell me. All of us, we know Just try making a guess. M looks like what?
Helping hand. I can see two people and a friend or a helping hand.
Absolutely.
Very
Perfect.
beautiful, yeah.
So this is what every story is about. So M represent here a woman and another woman holding her hand to take her through her miserable journey or to hear her out. She could be a friend, she could be a counselor, she could be an acquaintance, anyone. So M here represents two ladies who are there for each other. And
That's
there's a
wonderful.
little
That's nice.
ear in the background. If you see this illustration, there's a little ear in the background as well, which says
Okay.
yes, need to hear me out.
And I
Yeah.
think it is very, very important, with my experience also these days, when we often, we've been hearing this for a long time now, that, financial independence is important for women. But I personally feel that even after having financial independence, and emotional independence is also very important, because, and I think that is what exactly your book, your stories are telling, that, women should help a women, because I'm not saying your spouse, partner, family won't understand, but I
Yeah.
think, like-minded women, or the women who stay around us, they can, because when we speak to them, we'll find that they're also going through the same, perhaps the trauma, or could be something good. So I often exchange my tips, best practices, because being a working mother, there could be some parenting tips and all those things. So I think it is very important not only to speak up what you want, but also to listen what others have to say. And I'm sure, you'll feel better, because you'll find that everybody is struggling in their own ways and have their own resilience mechanism to fight it back. So I think a very beautiful cover, Guneet, as beautiful as you. A perfect design, for sure.
Credit also goes to Debolina over here, who's one of the co-writers, and she's also brain behind, the thinking about it. So that was her idea,
Absolutely.
and I took it forward.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a
So
teamwork, and
Debolina, shout
I
out to you too. Thank you so much.
correct. As I'm saying, as a team, I think the outcome has become so incredible. It's all because I think inputs of each one of you. Again an example of a great teamwork. And to all our listeners, see, if women want what they can't achieve, right? So all of these pretty women got connected together, and today I have few of them on the screen today. And this is actual women power, when we talk about that. Because all of us are busy in our schedules, but still we take out time and pursue our hobbies, and it's absolutely awe-inspiring. Wonderful. Megha, moving to you, what does your family think of writing? Because usually, people have different notions. They may or may not be supportive. And how did you make time? And how did your family think about your writing?
Rekha, the thing is that I come from a very liberal background. As I'm glad that people thought that I was never segregated. Like, she's the daughter, like, the girl, so she's doing anything. And so it's always from my husband, from my sister-in-law, that do what you want to do in your field. So I so at home, also at my first place as well. So and everyone keeps saying, okay, we would like to read what you're writing. So everyone, I'm so I am blessed that I'm such a loving infant. And yes, with regards to taking out time, I put 1 o'clock in the night. Neil, she knows about it. So she keeps saying, when do you sleep? Because even early in the morning. So, she's like, when do you sleep, by the way? I'm like, I don't know. Thoughts, yes, one more thing. Thoughts come in the washroom. Disappear in the bathroom. Chasing thoughts. So this is fun.
Absolutely. So Megha, reveal the secret that which room you should write more than your study room. So thank you. Creative thoughts more. Now, what more to add? Absolutely, Megha. And while you were breaking, but your emotions were very clear, and I think I gauged it, saying, thinking that behind you was your supportive family. And to all the listeners, it is very important for a woman. So today, I have to say, I'm just adding here, women needs a supportive family. I had to host this show today. My husband made sure he came early from the office, and now he's taking care of the children. So what I'm trying to say, for every initiative you do, there are there is effort, but then your own effort, but there has to be that energy, there has to be that effort flowing from your family. So my children are also very supportive. They know that they have to be quiet while the life goes on. So what I'm trying to say that we have to tell them, we have to explain them that we also have dreams, and we are much beyond being just cooking food for you in the kitchen or just cleaning the house. We are much more beyond that, and I often say that we have a lot of potential, and if we don't come out of our comfort zone, we perhaps would rust. So amazing, Megha, and many congratulations. And all with your great work, this shows that, and a lot of gratitude to your family. So great work. Nilashri, coming to you, what are your future plans? And I know you have authored a lot of books and a lot of good content, and people keep waiting. So we're just curious to know that what is in pipeline now.
It will be a break for good 2 to 3 months now, because it's been a tough month for me, because I have released 2 books in the same month, and then both of them being self-published. For a self-published author, the process does not stop at submitting the manuscript or publishing the book. It is very much, before what it looks like, and a lot after, because it's a one-man army who is doing it. Book promotion, marketing, and everything goes only around one person. So yes, it has been a little exhausting for me, but then yes, now I think I deserve a break. So it will be a break for 2 to 3 months for me.
Absolutely, please take a break and cherish the time, all the effort. So now when you're asking all that sleepless nights, Megha will be now sleeping in days as well. I think that is how you all should compensate. Right?
Yes.
So now even when we call in day, Megha must be sleeping, saying that I'm just, my backlog of sleep, I'm just taking it. So I think absolutely all of you deserve.
I guess my eyes say enough. My eyes, they say I don't sleep.
Put some ice pack and now sleep. Enjoy your, the way it has been received. Your book is absolutely overwhelming, and it has been received with so much love, all around. So I think you all deserve a big round of applause, all you 10 authors, and definitely deserve 2-3 months of a peaceful sleep, is what I can say. So many congratulations there. And
thank you.
Guneet, so what do you like to do when you are not writing?
Okay, so the current state of mind would be, I have a 6-month-old as well, 8 and 6-month-old. So I just simply love to play with them, both of them, one girl and one boy, and shower all my time on them. So currently enjoying the new motherhood phase totally, and not writing. I am recently taken to long walks. I just love long walks. That gives me my well-deserved me time as well, and I enjoy nature. That's what I do, and I get ideas for writing from my long walks.
Absolutely. So that's what I'm saying. People here must be wondering where exactly they should get the ideas, while walking or while sleeping. But absolutely, long walks are a great relief, and you get your time. You can plug in some good music. It's a great way to relax. Even I unwind myself every day, because every day is not possible for you to go out. So after my office, I also make sure that I take out some time. So that's also a good time for me. I sometimes call my friends and relax. So I think that's a very good time. So Megha, describe yourself in 3 words. You're very hardworking. Apart from that,
I'm very determined. I'm very determined.
And
Talkative. आज मैं शांत हूँ. I'm very quiet today.
Today I'm not giving you a chance to speak. No.
Screen time. I'll take the screen time then from you.
Today you are giving the year. Today you are giving the year from your book. Isn't it?
Okay, I'm determined.
Absolutely.
I am talkative, and I am dreamy. I keep dreaming.
Absolutely. Without sleep. So you're daydreamer, is it?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. So thank you very much. It was very insightful to know all of you. Now, very quickly, I'll jump on to my next segment, which is rapid fire. I just request you all to, quickly answer it and don't think much about. Okay. So, Nilashri, the first one for you. What angers you and what gives you hope?
Something that angers me is, see, I'm very sensitive. So somebody who's playing with my emotions, and I figure that out maybe sooner or later. That angers me a lot. And then something that inspires me, right?
Hope, which gives you hope. Yeah,
Hope.
faith.
Every morning I see my son's face. That gives me hope.
Oh, so wonderful.
He's
So
the only hope I have.
wonderful, wonderful. Guneet, for you, two things you would want to change about yourself or you wish people would know about you.
Okay, changes. There's a little lazy behavior, procrastination. I've been procrastinating a lot, and recently I enjoy doing. I developed this skill in the lockdown for designing, video editing. So I'm pretty good at that, would say. And also, I think in this group nobody knows that I'm a really good cook. I can cook.
Wow.
And I love to. I would love to. If we were in the same town, I would have invited you guys over a lot of times.
And we would have come also.
Totally. I would
We
not
all
miss the chance.
खाने के मामले में
I know, and then we have to celebrate success of your book, isn't it? So Guneet,
Yes.
so yeah, we just dream of meeting you one day. So Megha, one last for you. If you could tell something to your younger self, what it would be? I know you started at 13, and perhaps you were very sincere even then, but still, if there's some advice you would like to give.
That you should have published your book at the age of 50. I waited too long. She waited
Yeah,
too long. The
absolutely.
younger self waited too long, actually.
Yeah, and I think times have changed now. We have now publishing has become relatively easy. There are a lot of publication houses they encourage, and there's a lot of awareness. And in terms of promotion, also we have social media and other platforms which are not there. But I think all our young generations, because I see some children around us in our society, they're already publishing their books and all that. So I think things are evolving and changing. And I'm sure if you would have started then, you would have been 10, 12 books down now.
Yes.
Anyways, wishing you many more. Yeah?
Thank you.
And before we conclude, I would like to ask each one of you a final message to the readers, and especially about our Kindle free ebook, this fabulous book. If you all can throw light, Nilashri, over to you.
As I mentioned earlier as well, when you read the stories, there would be moments when you realize that yes, there were times when we needed ear to hear. So this is not related to book, but I would like to mention, guys, if you are willing to vent out or you want to share something, you can reach out to us, any one of us for that matter, like our co-authors, and I take that authority on behalf of Abrekha as well, because mental health, I believe, is important, not only during or because of lockdown, but otherwise as well. And the second thing I would like to mention here is, we all the authors have collectively worked for this project, and it is I proudly say that it is ranking in the top in multiple categories. So there is a reason why I'm saying this. And the Kindle ebook is free. So if you are looking for reasons, yes, I have a proof that we are already topping the charts. So the book is free till tomorrow, 1st of June. Yeah. So please go and download it, read it, and yes, you have our ears to hear your story as well.
Thank you, Nilashri. So I hope all the listeners have heard it well. That Kindle free book offer is till tomorrow. So please go grab it. It's a fabulous book, and it is being received very well, from all the readers and authors all around. So please give your some time and your ear and eyes to read the book. Okay. So Guneet, a message from you to our listeners before we sign off.
Yeah, absolutely. Do enjoy, do first of all, do download it. It will be a great coffee table read. It will be a great me time read. And, in every story, you can find your story as well. Your could be your friend, your sister, your mother. So every woman is out there. Every woman's story.
Absolutely, it's very, very relatable, and it will feel as if you're reading on your own, or some piece of your life is getting revived, or maybe you're undergoing the same. So, absolutely a wonderful Guneet. Megha, from you, something what you would like to tell to our listeners?
I would say go and download the book because every problem comes with a solution. We've not just left the story hanging. We've also said, "Oh, if this is what happened to them, this is how we tackled it." So it's like a, don't say self-help book, but it's like a friend. So it's more important that you download it because it's like having a friend by your side. These stories can be read over and over again. So you need to get the clarity of what issues that are being faced, so that can help you. And self-love is important. If I give the message, self-love,
Absolutely.
in front of the mirror, tell yourself, I love myself so much. That is what women need to do. They are not doing it all.
Absolutely. We often spend all our time taking care of our family, and somewhere, down the line, we tend to neglect ourselves. So it is very, very important that we remain happy, because if we are the anchors of the family, if we are happy, then only we can spread the happiness and keep our family happy. And that is what is often said, we don't need maybe a rich mom or something. We need a happy mom, right? So something like that. So we essentially need to be happy. And you rightly said that the book has been written with so much sensitivity that, multiple times when you read, every time you understand a different context and a deeper level of understanding. So once.
Sorry to interrupt you, Abrata, but the thing is, one more perspective I wish to clear here. All of us, we are women authors. We all are female, but this book is not a feminist, in approach. So even when male read it, there would be thoughts that they will ponder upon, because yes, we both the genders, like male and female, we coexist, and we only lead a happy life when we support each other in a productive way. So do not think of it being a feminist book coming from all the female authors, but yes, it has something for everyone, I would say. So that was something I wanted to mention here, and thank you for giving us this opportunity today.
No, no, absolutely. And you rightly said that, while the book has been written by women authors, but it clearly defines the thought process and how we women feel, right? And men should be aware of it, because they should not think that why, suddenly a wife or a sister or a daughter is behaving like this. Perhaps they'll understand our perspective, because they will think from their standpoint, right? So, being on the other side of the table, how does it feel? And, all these things. So absolutely, it is a good read for everyone out there. And men or women, as you said, they coexist and they need to support each other. And it's absolutely wonderful to understand that what the other one undergoes and feels. On the facial side, maybe on the front, the woman might look happy, but internally she might be struggling or something. All those things. So I think this book is a must read for all our listeners. And once again, I repeat that the Kindle free book edition is only till tomorrow. So please take this opportunity and use it to the maximum. This book has been received very well by all of us, and I wish all the authors, you three especially, and thanking you to come take your time. It's absolutely wonderful, and I'm sure listening to your inspiring journey, some of them have already started picking up a pen and paper or writing some piece of literature. So you all were extremely inspiring, and I must congratulate you on the success of this incredible book, Hear Me Out. And thank you to all the listeners to hear us out today, and requesting Nilshri to paste all the links where we can order the copies of the book and enjoy it even later, paperback copies. So once again, thank you very much, Nilshri, Megha, and Guneet. Have a great evening and many congratulations, and wish you more success ahead. Thank you and have a great evening.
Thank
Bye.
you so much, Abrata.
Thank you.
Thank you.